I am live. Man, it's been a while since I've been live with you all. All right, I'm gonna wait for a few y'all to get on here. It is a beautiful day here in Oklahoma. Be Good Friday, and it is a good Friday because not only of the whole Good Friday, Jesus died on the cross for us, but I'm off work today, so it has been a good Friday. All right. Well, I think can y'all hear me out there? We good? I'm using the little mic thing just because it's very windy. All right. Well, I got a few on here. I'm glad you are on here with me today, and I just kind of want to go on here and give you an update on the off-the-grid cabin. It has been going very well. Things are moving along, and it's just been going good. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around here. Hey, Olivia from South Carolina. I don't think that's my Olivia because she's in Oklahoma, but I'm glad you're on here. Well, this right here is the east side looking out here on the porch. And it's just got a pretty good view. If you guys are subscribed to Keeping Up with the Walkers, Catching Up with the Walkers, Walker Farm Fam, you can see their view. We're actually kind of pointed to each other. That hill right there, you can see it from their front porch, looking out west. So, yeah. All right. So things have been going good on the cabin build. We've got the cedar post up here. Got it trimmed out with some nice cedar. We went this poly rope, not really poly rope, poly wire here. I really like this because it doesn't really block the view all that much. But then also, Dad, he kept on saying, I don't want it where the kids can climb up on it, which they can't really put their feet up here on that and climb. So we kind of like that. Hello, Nick. So we've got that trimmed out right here on this gable end. Got it nice trimmed out right here with the cedar. Kind of got like a cedar car siding through there. Worked out good. Now, the next thing that came through that we got done is we got it insulated in here. Man, it is nice. We went with the open cell spray foam insulation. Hello, Mike. We went to spray foam insulation, open cell, and we sprayed it down beneath the cabin also. And it is tight. So we might have to do some kind of ventilation just to let it breathe a little bit. Especially, I think we might be going with like a pellet stove or something in here for heat in the wintertime. Hello, Lisa. Lisa could probably see me out here on the front porch. But we've got this going there. Let's see, let me turn it around. We'll go back in here on this side. We put the bathtub in this past weekend, and man, it was a chore. It was definitely a chore. We weren't quite sure what we were going to do. It'd been nice if we went with a one piece, but we went with this 3-piece still. But if a one piece, we would have to do a little more planning and had it up here while we were framing everything up. But anyways, it'll be nice for that. Got the toilet hole set for the ladies because they don't want to go out there in the outhouse. And I've got my power system, got it kind of going. That's a work in progress. But it's So we're doing the off the grid power of that. You'll be seeing some videos on that coming out. I can't quite show it quite yet. But anyways, I'm not sure if y'all seen the ramp and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be real nice coming up through here. Get some walkways. And then I just recently brought my the water supply. We're doing a IBC tote, food grade tote. We got them all good and cleaned out, and we're gonna be doing a water system there. All right, so that's just kind of a little bit of an update. What I wanted to do also, have you guys along with me, I need to go out here and look for some mushrooms. This is one spot over here that I haven't looked at this year. Sometimes I find a few mushrooms, but I'm gonna have you guys come along with me. The mushrooms I'm looking for is the all elusive Morel mushroom. I've only found one this year, and I don't know. It's just one of those things that it seems like whenever you find a patch of mushrooms, you just never find that many again. And so I think it's probably, I always go back to those same spots and I don't find them. I'm thinking, well, conditions ain't right for the mushrooms. But I see people post and stuff like that. They got all the mushrooms and stuff. So the conditions are right for them. You just got to go out there and find them. So I'm going to take you guys along with me and see if we can find some. If y'all see some, just holler real loud. But they say, look underneath an elm tree, look underneath oak tree, cedar trees. I think it's just trees in general. I have all of those things here. Hello, Patricia from North Carolina. Well, we've got a chance for storms tonight. Actually, for the next 2 nights, some severe weather. So hopefully we don't have to deal with that. Hopefully I don't have to go in the hidey hole. Try to stay out of that. But hopefully you guys stay weather aware and watch out for the if you find one Morel, leave it and flag it for next year. You'll find more next year. All right, Pixie, I'm gonna take that advice. I did that the other day. If you go back and look at my last video, me and Bo found one, and then we only found one, and I left it. And my neighbor, he comes over, looks for mushrooms, and he said, "Oh, you mind if I come over and look?" Yeah, have at it. Well, he found my one mushroom, which is okay. He kind of knows my spots too. That's probably, I need to quit telling people where my spots are. That's all right. Turn you back around. You got to watch out for little old slithery serpents. I did run across one today. I didn't get it on video, but there was a big old black snake trying to get my chickens, my baby chicks. I had to hurry up and get them out of the coop area. I'm sure you guys might really know what happened then. I'm not sure if you guys can kind of tell, but we've got a nice little path, little walk path through here. And I'm going to bring a mower up and kind of leaf blower and make it, try to keep it up. But we've got this nice little path that goes all the way around the hill. to the other side, just a big circle, and it's pretty nice walking. But there is a lot of leaves out here, and makes it hard to find those little rattle-headed copper moccasins. Go to Daniel. Yeah, I know Daniel and Houston, they've got it figured out, which they live down in southern Oklahoma, which is the climate's just a little bit different than ours, probably a little earlier, but he's got it figured out. Yeah, so I mean, I've got Bo and Gary and Sean over here, northeast Oklahoma. None of them are very good at finding morel mushrooms. I just need to team up with Daniel and see if he can give me some pointers. I say Sean's, I don't think I've ever been morel hunting with Sean, but I don't ever get any pictures from him of him finding them. But I know Bo, he don't find them. I like to give Bo a hard time. Man. So me and Bo, y'all might not know this, but me and Bo, we work together, so we get to spend a lot of time. I sure enjoy hanging out with Bo, but we work together, take lunch breaks together, and we spend a lot of time. We're always thinking about the different things, different little adventures we need to do, YouTube videos and such. But I'm sure we'll have something coming up here for long. Think of something wild. But Bo, he went to school. He was a freshman whenever I was a senior. So I didn't get it. I knew him a little bit from school, but he was a little bit younger than me. Then he went to after I graduated, he went to a different school. And anyways, I always knew Bo, but we kind of reunited up later in life just through work, and so I sure enjoy him. And then Gary, me and Gary, we both graduated together. We were same class, and ever since I was probably first time I met Gary was probably in the 7th grade, something like that. No, he was younger than that, because 5th grade, we played basketball together. But I was homeschooled, and I didn't go to regular school till the 7th grade. So I didn't get to know him real well until I started going to school. And then Sean, I didn't get to know Sean until I started the YouTube stuff. But Brandy, I knew Brandy because Brandy's brother, me and him were friends growing up. So we have kind of intertwined connections through that. So everybody kind of in this area, you either know them or you know someone that knows them, and you have that kind of connection. So it's kind of cool how it kind of made one great big full circle, and then the YouTube kind of brings us all together, and so it's a lot of fun just collabing with each other and so on. But yeah, I'm just yapping, and I ain't finding any mushrooms. Oh, I'm gonna go down to my honey hole real quick. It's the one that me and Bo go to all the time. Let's just see if they work the way up. Let's switch you around. Let's get us a little steep here. Well, Pixie, I'm glad you watch his channel. I sure enjoy his stuff also. Oh, and Cassie went to, she was the same age as me. She went to a different school than I did. But she grew up probably not, probably like a mile by the crow fly, how the crow flies. She wasn't very far from me. But I would get to know her through sports and then church camp. Her dad was a Free Will Baptist preacher, and I went to Free Will Baptist Church, and so church camp time comes around and we would see each other there. But really, we were only like a mile away from each other. Kind of crazy. And then high school came around. Her dad started, and I think he quit preaching, and he came over to Locust, and she was in our youth group growing up. So that was many, many moons ago. All right, let me turn this thing around. Okay, so y'all don't tell anybody, but this is my supposable honey hole for the mushrooms. Oh man. All right. Now I've got a little spring-fed pond right here. And the first time I ever found the mushrooms, me and my buddy Blake were turkey hunting. We were walking up here and there was just mushrooms all around the bank of this pond. And like what Pixie said, I think it's true. Because I think if we would have left them, they would have probably kept on growing. Boy, I hear something slithering. See if we can find it. I have a lot of lizards up here. All right. But I've never found them like that. Again, all around. I mean, they were just all around this bank. There was just mushrooms. I don't know. They're not that way today. It's got a nice little spring flows through here. Kind of comes up out of the ground right back there. All right. Oh, some fresh deer tracks right there. And a cow track. Maybe the deer and the cow come up here and eat them. I'm gonna blame it on them. I'm sure they like them too. Well, I don't know. There's a few little holes right in through here. This big den, some kind of varmint, coyote or something. But I've found them around it also. Okay, I'm not seeing them right here. Let's go check this other log. I got one other spot right over here. And if they ain't here, then they just ain't growing. The way I look at it. They say underneath cedar trees, that is a big old cedar tree. No mushroom. Got to be water. I got water, no mushrooms. I don't know. Well, Mike, I'm glad it brought a little bit of joy to your day. Hopefully the rest of your day goes great also. You know, saw on the side of the cabin, Mom, she wanted us to write those verses, your favorite verses. And I hadn't wrote one down yet. And I was walking by and I saw a Sharpie there. I'm like, you know, I need to write my favorite verse. And it was Romans 8:28. And that says, for all things work out to the good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. You know, and it's not a promise that you won't have bad days or bad things won't happen to you. But the promise is that if you love God, stay in his will, then it will work out to the good. It doesn't say timeline or anything like that, but it will work to the good. So I really like those promises from God's word, you know. And whenever I'm having difficulties in my life, whenever things aren't going quite right, or for anxiety or anything, I don't know, I find a lot of peace in just opening up God's word and just reading, you know. He knows what we need. All right. That's that one that I kind of brushed out the other day. My buddy, he came over. You can see where he picked it. It's just the smooth cut right there. But this happened probably about a week ago. So, anyways, that's a stump of a morel mushroom. But I just not seeing any more. But I always find them right around this tree right here. It's kind of, this is Bo's go-to spot too. He goes to this tree and he looks around this tree right off the bat. I don't know why he always picks the easy places first. It's just Bo. Well, we are having rain coming in. It's been sprinkling right now. It's going to cool off this weekend. We've got lots of plans of coming up here on the cabin and working, and going to do some fishing. I went fishing the other day and we got in the catfish. I didn't have Philip with me, so it wasn't nearly as fun, but he's kind of been feeling underneath the weather, so he didn't come out with me today. He actually stayed home from school. But Katie said that he's on the mend. So tomorrow, we're going to go do some catfishing in between the rain showers. And then we'll probably come up here and look for some mushrooms in between the rain showers. Do a little work, everything else like that. All right, I got to get out of here. So that's kind of the plan for the weekend. We've got a Good Friday service tonight. We're going to go to. We go to every year. Really like that. If you have the opportunity to go to a Good Friday service, I encourage you to. It kind of gets you get your mind right for the weekend. And so that's the plan. All right, well, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta go meet with Livy. She has a tournament coming up next weekend in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a big time tournament she's getting ready for, so we're gonna go do some work in the gym. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Hopefully things are going good in your world, and that you guys are able to go out, and you have to go out, but just celebrate that we are worshiping and we live for a living Lord, a living God, and that he loves us and he wants good for us, and he wants a relationship with each one of us, and he's a good God. So appreciate you guys. Just stay tuned. I might go live, maybe fishing tomorrow or something like that. You just never know. I don't have them scheduled out very well, but have a blessed weekend. I love you guys, and thank you for your support, and we will see you on the next one.